This presentation covers indicators 1 and 2 from the Annual Performance Report, APR. For Indicator 1, states are required to report the number of students with IEPs who graduated after 4 years. Even though there are students with IEPs who do go on to graduate later than 4 years. Looking at graduation rates from previous years, we see the baseline goes all the way back to 2011. The baseline is the percentage from the first year that the indicator was measured using the current measurement method. For graduation, you can see a starting baseline percentage of 66.02% for 2011. This means that 66.02% of students with disabilities graduated within 4 years in 2011. The performance percentages are the percentages at which the state performed for this indicator for the rest of the years through 2019 with an ending percentage of 72.94%. Targets are goals. They are what we hope to see for the performance percentages over a 6-year period. They should be ambitious but achievable and reflect improvement of the baseline data. We can see that although the graduation percentages have increased across the years, they have been lower than the targets. They are lower than the 90% we were hoping to achieve. And we see there's been an overall increase in the 4-year graduation rate since 2011. A 1% change equates to about 20 or so students. Our task is to decide what we want our targets to be for this indicator for the next 6 years. The latest target was 90%, so the question is if we think we should lower this target below 90%, keep it the same, or raise it. Indicator 2, dropout, the percent of youth with IEPs aged 14 to 21 who exited special education due to dropping out. States report a percentage using the number of students with disabilities ages 14 to 21 who exited special education due to dropping out, divided by the total of all students with disabilities who exited school in that age range. A new baseline is needed because OSEP removed students who exited special education due to deaf as one of the categories that were included in all student exits. We have recalculated the 2019-20 data, taking out deafs, and the new baseline is 17.99%. Here we see our previous dropout percentages are represented on this line graph. We see there has been a slight but steady decrease in the dropout rate, ending at 17.99%, which is now our new baseline. A 1% change equals about 20 students. Our rates have been below our targets since 2014, so we've been meeting our targets. Our most recent target was to be at or lower than 19%, and our rate was 17.99%. On this slide, we see the previous target of 17.99%, then projected values for the next 6 years. We have projected low, green, middle, yellow, and high, red values. These are based on the overall trend from the previous years. The yellow line represents the trend line if we continue on the same trend as the previous 6 years. The 2025 dropout rate is projected to be 13.47%. The green represents a more aggressive target, and the red a less aggressive target. Targets must be ambitious but achievable, and the final target at the end of the 6-year period must reflect an improvement over the actual data from the baseline. We see our baseline for this indicator is the 2019 percentage of 17.99%, So by the end of the 6 years of targets, the final target value must be below 17.99%. Our task is to decide on the targets for the next 6 years. Should our target follow the trend line from previous years? Should our target be lower from the trend line from previous years? Or should our target be higher from the trend line from previous years? Your input is important to us, and we need to hear from you. Please click on the survey link and complete the survey for indicators 1 and 2.